Good day to the viewers at home. We are back here now on the Kickback podcast show. So here today we are going to be talking on major issues in the world of sports with different topics that we're going to be talking on. And today with me we have 3 guest speakers here. Today with me we have Jide, Bayo and Shegun on the show. So we'll be starting from Jide. Our first topic today will be Thomas Tuchel becoming the new England coach. So from Jide's side, what's your analysis on what is happening on Thomas Tuchel becoming the head coach, England head coach?
Good everyone. Actually, as according to what many people were talking about or what they've been saying, England needs an experienced coach.
Okay.
And Tuchel is one of the guys that can fit in. So, but the issue is, coaching a national team is different from coaching a football club.
Okay.
So it depends on how free he will be to be able to perform his work. Though with what I was reading, I think this afternoon, the contract is starting by January next year and ends on July 2026. So let's see what happens.
So Belu, what's your thoughts on Thomas Tuchel becoming the England head coach? Is he going to perform more, or is going to bring back the England super team? Or what is your comparison between the interim manager and the Tuchel?
Good day everyone. From my view, Tuchel is a wonderful coach.
Okay.
Number 1. Number 2 is, from that side of the world, when they give you a job, they let you do it. And if we actually look at England, they have actually gel under coaches that are not from England.
Okay.
Someone like Capello, yes, and the likes. I think they had 2 non-England coach, and they have actually gelled. But if we look at Tuchel has actually not have a wonderful career after Chelsea. Yeah, no, he hasn't, because based on, I think, personal issues, losing his wife to divorce and stuff like that, he has not been the best of himself. But let's see what he's going to do with this England team. And another thing I want to add is, I've always said it. Someone was arguing with me, I think last week. I said, let England get it right. He was saying the England players are low-level players. They are not
average.
They are average players. They are not. I said, if a coach is going, if a team is going to perform well, it depends on. I have actually made my analysis. I think a coach has a big say on the performance of the team.
Okay, thank you very much. So, second, what do you think Tuchel is going to bring to the England team?
Let me start from where he started. At least from any player or any national team, the coach influence is very much needed. Since 1966 or so, England hasn't won a major trophy since then, and they've have series of indigenous coach, and they brought nothing to the team. The only problem Tuchel might have coaching England, to my own point of view, is the so-called legends of England, podcast hosts. I will put more to that light. Like they are always one way or the other trying to have power over the 3 lions. Like the likes of Rooney, what do you call them, Scholes, Carragher, and they want nothing. Yes, seriously, all of them, they want nothing for the national team, but always they want to have one player or the other that they will impose on any coach that will coach the 3 lions. But in 100%, I trust Tuchel 80%.
Okay.
Is so adamant. I know will not listen or give in to any idea they bring.
So now let's now agree that Thomas Tuchel is a one-man mopo.
Yeah. Very,
so
very.
Our next topic here now is the comment of Eric Cantona on Sir Alex Ferguson issue with Manchester United. So Eric Cantona comment was Alex Ferguson should be able to do anything he wants at the club until the day he dies. So do you feel the comments is so absurd on Manchester United trying to cut costs, starting from Sir Alex Ferguson? So let me start from you, Segun. What's your comment on that? What's your reaction on that?
There's one thing people are not trying to watch about England football these days. And it's starting from Liverpool side, Arsenal, Chelsea. The moment you have a USA owner, American owners, one thing is they are always into business.
Okay.
They don't buy lucrative things or just legendary or something. They are not into it.
Especially the consortium.
There is nothing. They don't mind if you are a legend or anything. They just have to cut their cost.
Okay.
So if you check Ferguson's, how will I put it, his contract with United is multi-millions without putting in any, without any income from him. So it's more or less like at least he's welcome, always welcome, but they don't want that contract to stand.
But I overheard it that since he's a legendary coach in Manchester United, so I feel he should be able to do anything he can in Manchester United, and he can keep paying him.
No. Football these days is all about business.
Okay.
There's nothing like legendary or anything again.
Okay.
They invested so much. They invested so much in Manchester United.
Okay.
If you see, there are some things that they've been cutting from last season. I don't know if you're following. Like last season, the FA Cup final. There's some at least Manchester United used to sponsor like over 200 staffs. Anytime they're into final of FA Cup, they cut it since last season.
Okay.
They didn't pay for anybody. You come on your own and you go back on your own. At least any American owner, just go and check. They don't want you into their business. They want to run their things. And if you see, so I think that's where the problem comes from. They are not disrespecting Ferguson. They are just, how will I put it? They are just business moguls. They want to run their business.
Okay.
I think that's what's happening. You can trace it to Chelsea, to Arsenal. The same thing is happening all over.
Okay,
so that's just my own point of view.
Anyway. So to Bayo, what do you think this Cantona is trying to bring out from Manchester United, saying Alex Ferguson? What's your own reaction on what Cantona is saying concerning Alex Ferguson? Is he trying to create problems for Manchester United, or is just saying it for himself, being a legendary player in Manchester United?
You know, if you hear a dog, there's no how the dog will not be loyal to the owner.
Sure.
So Cantona is trying to be loyal to his boss, and that does not bring anything to the table of man. Because from even if you look at the successful club in the past decades in England, you see that every manager or owner have been asking any plan they don't have for the club, or that is not, they will ask, like they will just cut it off, and it has been working. If you look at the days of Abramovich,
sure, at Chelsea,
he has had successful stints because he's very ruthless.
Sure.
So it's okay to be ruthless at anything that is not bringing money or bringing success to the table. I said it when Sir Alex Ferguson, respect to him, I said if Sir Alex Ferguson is going, he's taking a little bit of glory out of Man U. It's going to take a while because God of football have left Man U for now. It's happening. Since he has left, they have not actually been very fantastic. You know, people are seeing them as a low-level club.
Yeah.
Yes, that fear of Man U.
His influence is not there again. No, seriously, his influence is not there again.
That's true.
Yeah.
So if you look at Todd Bowley of Chelsea, see he has check all those so all those legend they remove them from table and they are trying to rebuild and it's working for them right now. So I don't see anything asking Baba has gone, his time has gone, just come to the hotel, come and flex, come and see what come to
it's
it's always welcome anytime.
Yes,
they only ask him from the
they recognize him, but business is
business. That's it.
That's
definitely about the American
business. So don't bring family to business.
Don't miss pleasure with business.
Don't miss pleasure with business. They are trying to miss pleasure with business, bringing Baba around, but taking him away now it is business. We want to see that man, though I even don't want Man U to be winning anyways, but
at least let them be in there. Like we have the top 4, we have the top 6. Let Man U be in like 6 of his position.
Wait after this.
The reaction is there.
I'm a Man U fan, and now my own perspective about it is a bit different, but the fact remains I was listening to one radio this morning about this issue of Ferguson leaving and what Cantona said. Sometimes we cannot say because we want to cut costs and abandon some things that need to be. See, Ferguson is a legend. Forget it, whether we like it or not, whether he's doing anything now or he's not doing anything.
I'm sorry to cut in. What I know where you are going, but before you land, let me ask you, what is Ferguson bringing to Man U right now?
Actually,
what is it?
When I say Ferguson is not bringing anything in now, and it depends on the leadership of the team. Don't forget that Ronaldo coming back to Man U. See, let's forget about Ronaldo might have his own issue, Ten Hag might have his own issue, but if you want to bring in some players, there are some people that when Ferguson comes in, it's easier for us. See, forget the fact that we are not, even if Ferguson sits at home, if Man U will still not perform, he will still not perform. You understand? So, but the fact remains that what Cantona is saying, actually, like what you said, it might be from the perspective at which Ferguson is one of the people Ferguson brought up, you understand, brought out. So he might be saying it out, but to look at it from another perspective as well, Ferguson doesn't have much say on what, because I have not been hearing, I've only been saying Baba, understand, he has not been
that's fine.
So
that's coming from where you are going now. What if I don't think if Man U wants to buy any player and they are performing well, they won't be able to buy it.
It's because you're not performing well. So we need Baba to come in.
No, even if Man U is not performing, if they have a good coach, if they have a
we are still coming back to that.
If they have a good coach, if Man U wants to buy any player, they can afford.
Yes, sure.
They can buy.
Sure.
Man U,
whether we are not winning,
okay, what is Man U doing that they actually need the influence of Baba? Even if they, apart from doing business with him or not doing business with him, it's something they can call him that we want to buy this thing, please help us.
But
it's not okay. See what he did to Osimhen. If not for the issues they had with Osimhen, then maybe Chelsea owner, I don't know what has actually transpired. He was the one that went in to talk to Osimhen that I want you to come to Chelsea. Is any contract?
Even all Chelsea legends, they always want Osimhen because we are lacking top now at that front. So my own reaction on this issue is, you see, them removing Alex Ferguson from their payroll, it doesn't cost anything. It's not a positive on Man U, and it's also not a negative on them, because they have the money. They want to purchase any player of their choice, they can purchase it. Alex Ferguson was the one they brought Anthony now. Alex Ferguson was there and they brought some high paid players to their team.
Okay, I want to say something. You see, asking legendary Sir Alex Ferguson has an impact, because anybody will not be entitled to Man U, because you be scared that a whole Sir Alex Ferguson was asked this way. If I do nonsense, they fit pursue me anytime.
Yes.
That's the impact. I know what
one thing I want you to understand is, I think the issue of asking Sir Alex Ferguson is not majorly, I would say, I don't know, there are some things running behind the scene.
No, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
Because they said, if you read the statement, Ferguson and co has been asked from entering the dressing room. It's not majorly, I don't know.
It's not majorly.
It's not because of the money or something. I think there's some things that are going on behind.
I heard that it closed like 250 staffs.
Yeah, and it's after their meeting last
what's
week.
happening to
They have
it's going to happen to like 250.
yes, at least last week they have a very intensive meeting. I think like 9 a.m. to something around 6 last week Tuesday. That was after before the international break started. Really, yes, and nothing was openly discussed. But since after then, you can see there's some mad moves from these news. So anything can happen. Even Tehran so anything can happen from now. I think from your point, if Ferguson could be asked, I think there's nobody. They are not bigger than anybody in that team.
There's something you just talked about now that actually got me. Baba used to enter into the dressing room. How did you expect the players to respect the coach?
There's some things. Seriously, the coach is not having say to some lengths.
How do we say that the coach is not having say?
No. You know.
They have say, but for you don't understand.
Okay, the question is, what is Baba going to do? What is he going to do in the dressing room?
We already know what he's going to do.
No, we don't know.
Sometimes
these players they need motivations from legends like him. He's not even him
like that.
No, that's what I'm saying. That how often does he enter?
No matter how
it is not often.
He should not enter.
Okay,
so
the publicity will not come at that.
Let's go back to the issue of Tuchel. You know, if Tuchel is having this issue, he's not going to perform in England. Forget it.
At all.
See, if you see successful coaches, they are giving their work to do. See Pep now, who dares?
Ancelotti.
See Ancelotti, who dares?
Simeone. They give him the powers. They are not even coaches. They are all managers.
See, the factor of fear is what is going to bring to the table of Man U. Asking Baba. And if you look at it, apart from players, they need iron hand. If you as in when I was in my area, there was one coach I used to know. If he's talking to you as if he's talking to his kid. Even if you are 50 years old than him, it's just, I think that time he's just 25. A guy came to the field, the guy traveled, he came back, and so he was putting on singlet, and this side was fleshy. He told him, Ramon, kí ló ṣe oya padà sílé bẹ́ẹ̀, this person is older than me. Everybody was asking, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ coach, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀ ẹ̀gbẹ́. He can't come to this place. That is what coaches needed. They need that.
So inflict that little bit of fear and pressure. So that they can perform to the high standard of Man U.
They say he's always honest to them.
One thing, I understand everything we are trying to say, that maybe Baba's influence on the team, maybe he has some kind of influence, but let's look back at Ferguson when he was still a coach. He has this freedom. He can't. If match is going on, if Baba stands up and taking his time, you should know that we are in trouble. When Baba is doing this, so that's what I'm saying. That he has this freedom to do whatever he wants to do. Now, back to this issue of this our coach now that we have. You cannot tell me that our coach doesn't have say over the team. I don't know.
No one is saying that. Sure. It's not directly like that. You know, it's like Godfather.
Yes,
when there is Godfather somewhere.
Godfather, they don't come.
Wait. Let me make an example. Now, I am the player, you are the coach. I do something to you in the training ground, and you are trying to scold me, and I was like, I have someone I will go and tell, that will talk to you. I will do what I like. I will still continue.
Do they have that kind of freedom to go and meet Baba?
No. There might not be something like that. Actually, there might not be something like that.